Okay. You could begin by telling us what inspired you to become a DJ.
Well, one, just going out to parties, sneaking out the house back then. I was about around 16 and just going to parties with friends and, neighbors and watching other DJs. I kind of got caught onto the music from a very young age. Um, One of them was Mike Miller. He owns a tire shop on Carmichael Road. And, just used to go with them to parties and watch them set up and play music from back then. But I actually got into music back, like, say, when I was about around 17. And the first person who actually gave me my first break was Charles Maynard, who was a best friend of mine. We all know that he's deceased now. But Charles was very good, very, very good back then. And we all formed a group, and it was the name the Sesame Street Professionals.
Okay.
And that group was around for a very long time. I started playing music with them at the carnival. The carnival that comes here every year. And we were basically one of the first ones to start a disco at the carnival.
Okay.
So people used to come out and enjoy the rides and enjoy the disco. So I basically furthered on from there, took on a lot of other jobs, but still was serious about music. Going into stores and checking out the vinyls, because back then, a lot of the music was on vinyl. 8-track tape, TDK tapes, and vinyls.
Okay.
And my first break was with Charles. That's what started me off to get me fully into the music, and I learned a lot of things about catering to crowds and not just yourself as a DJ. Not playing what you like, but actually satisfying the crowd that you're going out there to play for.
Okay.
And it moved on from there. And growing up into being a DJ, I went and I got kind of hooked up with Mighty Pencil.
Okay. Mighty
Pencil, they inspired me because, you listen to them on the radio. The first time that jamz came on back in 1993, right? If I'm correct, it's 93. Yeah, 93. I hanged around the station, Dion the Butcher and Mighty Pencil.
So you weren't working here at the time?
Not as yet, not in 93.
Okay.
Just hanging around, trying to become, a part of that family, 100 Jamz. And I hang around, and Butcher, saw a lot of stuff from Dion the Butcher. And there I was just hanging there watching them play and just wanted to be there in the family. Mighty Pencil gave me my first break at La Porn Disco. A lot of you may not, La Porn. It was over Paradise Island in the old Sheraton Hotel.
Okay.
That's now, I think, is it Rio?
Rio
is the Rio now. And I used to tote record box for Mighty Pencil, just to get in the club. Hang out in the club, watch them play, to watch the way the crowd reacts to what he do, and from there I went on into La Porn and started playing as a DJ in there. Well, it wasn't no big pay, but actually just to be in the spotlight.
Okay.
So I went on from La Porn Disco and move on to a lot of other discos, like they had Fantasy.
Okay.
That was in Crystal Palace back then in the casino. I never had a chance to play in there, but just hanging out and listening to the whole vibes, listening to the way DJs play and how they present themselves as DJ, the lighting and all that stuff. And then I met up with Ace from the Zoo nightclub. The Zoo nightclub, was one of those clubs that they only played dance music and probably one or two reggae here, hip hop, and that was basically like the whole night. So after Ace, you had a lot of other DJs that come around, like you had DJ Excitement, who is now here with the family, 100 Jams. You have Mr. Graham, you have Mercenary. They were all DJs inside the Zoo nightclub and DJ Fatal. We all kept the music at, you know, that on-time beat, you know, that people were feeling, and then, you know, as the younger people start to come into the club, the music changed. Okay, so it wasn't just dance anymore. It was like a lot more reggae, a lot more hip hop, a lot more R&B, you know, and it was like less dance, you know. So I kind of strayed off from there. Then it was Culture Club. Culture Club was actually a disco where you could go and have yourself a ball. They had reggae night, they had Caribbean night, they had, you know, all those other different nights. But basically it was reggae night. And just going from one spot to the next spot as a DJ. But this was always home. This was always home base here at 100 Jams. And I've been here from 94.
Okay. So
Sorry?
Were you the butler at that time? When
I was always the butler.
Okay.
Actually, I was using DJ Sean, but when I first started, but apparently that wasn't kind of kicking with everybody. So there was a friend of mine who also used to hang out with myself, Charles Maynard, Lee Wallace. You know, we got a whole crew that used to be with us. Bannerman, better known as Killer B. We had Smiley Culture, Jason, and it was like a whole Sesame Street crew. And there was one guy that used to hang out, but he never used to college, never used to really talk or say anything. He just come in every once in a while, and you also had Lawn, we also called Lawn Don.
Okay.
And that was the Sesame Street Professionals. And they was trying to find a name for me, as in what name could be used for you. And they all came up with this name. Actually, Carlos came up with the name, The Butler. Because they say, man, you serve it so well. You know what to play, you know what people like, you don't just listen for yourself. You know, and that's one of the things I would want to try and get out there to some of our DJs. You know, don't just listen to yourself. Don't always be a mic man, rah rah, and not listening to the music, because really and truly the people want to hear the song. Okay, it's okay if you're sending a birthday shout out or sending a shout out or something, but let the music play. There is a song saying let the music play. Okay, so we must let the music play. You have a DJ by the name of CRX that I can sit down and I listen to him. You have a DJ by the name of Barry the Pusher. I can sit down and listen to him. You have a DJ by the name of Excitement, and I can go on DJ Fines. All right. You have Killer B. All right. You have DJ Pressure. These are all DJs that are here now that are making your ears open. You want to hear music, so they're spitting music. And here at 100 Jams, we I congratulate all the DJs who are here today, right now, not just myself, but other radio stations as well. You know, listen to the music. It's not just about you. It's about the persons who sit down every day and listen to you. You know, and when you go out to functions, especially, you have to sit down and say, hey, okay, let me see what am I gonna do to make this crowd jump.
So, what has been your most memorable DJ experience so far?
Every day.
Every day playing at 100 Jams?
Every day.
What are you usually on?
I'm it used to be Fridays and Saturday, but now we have a new DJ on board now, DJ Kiddo, who has now filled that spot. Okay. And he's on Friday nights. I'm on Saturday nights from 9 to 1.
Okay. So where do you get the drive to keep pushing forward and keep going today?
My kids. My kids keep me going. My family.
How do they inspire you?
How do they inspire me? When I see their smiling faces. Okay. When basically the first one, her name is Keishona, when she came into the world, they told me now you have to work extra hard.
How old are they?
One is 15, the other one is 11, and the other one's 5, Sean Jr.
Anyone wants to be a DJ like their father?
Well, they love music, but I don't see them going in that direction, because I don't want to say to them, this is what I want you to be. I want them to be able to make their own decisions on what they want to be. I would like to, see somebody, carry it on. But right now,
So what would be the biggest event you've ever played to here in the Bahamas?
here in the Bahamas, the biggest event was Jamz. When we had that was like a couple of years ago. I can't really remember it. When we did, I think, Jamz Fest. We were all a part of it. A lot of us took part. That's at the Kiwi Sports Center. That was one of the biggest. When we had Boys and Men and a whole bunch of other artists, they were all here. And that was one of the times that I really enjoyed.
So what advice would you give to the aspiring DJs, the up and coming that wants to be another butler? What advice would you give to them?
I would give them this advice to go at what your goal is. If you want to be a professional DJ, and I mean professional, as in when you go to a function, or wherever you go in the world, you represent your country by playing Bahamian music, one. And two, you monitor your crowd. You see what they're into, and you always stick some type of Bahamian music in there to, to let them know, hey, yes, I am Bahamian. I represent our music, and represent yourself as a professional. You see all of the talking like somebody. That's a no-no. Be yourself. Be yourself here that you're representing your country as a DJ here. One day you could be on the radio like myself. But it takes a lot. Because I didn't just get put in this spot. I worked to be where I'm at today.
I guess would you like to see in the nightlife scene here in the Bahamas when it comes to events and concerts and parties that DJs are involved in?
My thing is to respect another DJ. If you see that there is a DJ there and he has the crowd rocking, and you want to go and you want to show your skills off, and he said, hey man, I got this, just back off and say, okay man, cool. Unless he invites you to come in, then you take the opportunity. But if he has that party on lock, or she, I'm not just saying he or she, because a man or woman could be a DJ. I would respect that. And to a lot of the persons who are out there partying, I'd like to see them humble themselves a lot, not just get so out of hand, because it's just not you partying. It's like a whole lot of people out there partying. So, it's just kind of humbling yourself. I know we get tanked up sometimes, and, we always feel that there's a vibe or whatever the situation is, but just to try and change the whole aspect. Play a whole variety of music from to the DJ's side, to play a whole variety of music. Don't just stick to one set of music because you see the people feeling it. You have to break people in with new music, one. Educate them with old music, too. Okay? And, feel the whole vibe. There's a whole lot of music out there to play. Because we have a lot of DJs who may have the same playlist, but it's still not building their playlist from a lot of music that's being put out there. And play a lot more clean music.
Okay.
But as that change, that's the change I would like to see. A lot of us, exposing ourselves to, as DJs, exposing ourselves to a lot of music that is not being played out there.
Okay.
That's about it.
Thank you.
100jamz.com.
100 Jams.
100 Jam!
Where hit music lives.